What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your guy SumnSumnSumn. Hit the keys here today with a quick review and demonstration over Monastery Grand by Melda Productions. It's a free grand piano. It's got a whole bunch of effects and it can do a whole bunch of things. So I thought I'd bring it to you guys so you guys can check it out. Make sure if you guys like this content that you drop a whole elbow on that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be the first to know every time we drop new content. But let's go ahead and get right into this. SumnSumnSumn, hit the key. All right, so I scoured the internet to find a fire grand piano. I know the last one some of you guys said was a little harsh, so I thought I'd find something that's a little less harsh. I will not lie to you. When you download this, there are some steps. You have to download this M Sound Factory by Melda Productions, but it's got all kinds of different sounds. A lot of them are free. It's got a bunch of good sounds in here. And then you have to download the factory samples, and you have to download the piano samples. So, I mean, it's some work to get it, but it's worth it in my opinion. So once you open it up, it's going to look like this. You can find the piano in one of two different ways. You can find it by pushing keyboard, or it was going to be right over here on the list. So if you have it on root, you can just scroll down to Monastery Grand, or you can push keyboard and you can just double tap on it. And once you double tap on it, it'll appear. Once you open it up, it's going to look like this. It's huge on the computer and you can't shrink it really. So, that's maybe the only negative to it, but you can move it over. So obviously we're going to move it over. So my pretty picture could be right here.
You are ugly.
So when you look at it, it's going to look like this. It has all kinds of different features. So it has different mics hooked up to it. It's got different things you can do, different effects and stuff. But let's go ahead and just take a listen to it. I loaded some MIDIs in so that you guys can just hear what it sounds like. So here we go. This is just the default setting. So I'm just going to scroll through some of the presets so that you can just hear them. So it's got some nice presets already. It's got 3 different mics that they recorded the piano with, so you can change the levels of the mics and all the other stuff. I guess we'll get there. I'm just gonna play and I'm gonna go through some of the knobs. Make sure that you guys stay with me for a little bit on this one, because there's some different features that you're just not gonna see that might sway you to get it, or sway you not to get it. I guess probably to get it though. So it's got different bodies that you can choose the way the grand piano sounds. I'm going to switch to a different MIDI. So I don't know, it's subtle, but you can definitely hear the difference in the sound of the piano there. It's got like color and width. That's cool. And then like you can adjust the mic settings. What I like is this harmony setting down here. So you can make it play different harmonies with it as it's playing. So you can go up an octave, down an octave, and I think that's awesome. It's, especially if you're a beginner, it can help you fill out a melody if you don't really, if you don't know how to. So we'll just go ahead and hit a couple of these. So that's pretty dope itself. It's also got an EQ right here. So this is your low end, your mid, and your highs. It's got different effects you can use, and it's got a whole different module that you can use. I'm going to show you guys too, which is pretty dope. But it's got, delay, reverb, compressor, enhancer. So you can add these effects too. And then with this, it's gonna have another delay in the module, which is pretty tight because you can do more to it. But with this one, it's got triplets, dotted, tuplets. It's got all kinds of different delays that you can put on there. Compression. And then it's got an enhancer for your bass and your treble. So all that's dope. And then just to go back, you just scroll back over here to piano. It's also got some global settings so you can detune it. And then obviously you can change the pitch bend, the velocity, all that stuff. So that's tight. You can change the amount of voices. I mean, it's got a lot, and then it's still got a whole nother kind of a part of plugin that's pretty cool too. And it's got these mics, and the mics can also change. It's where they had the piano mic that, so it just gives it a different sound. So that's, nice little feature. So now I want to show you guys, if you go over to Monastery Grand Creative, it's like a whole different, it's the same plugin. Take one moment to load. It's the same plugin, but it allows you to do different things. All right, so once Monastery Grand loads up the creative, I'm just gonna move it back over here. So once again, you can see my pretty little face.
You're ugly.
Oh, he's ugly. But you can do a bunch of stuff. So we'll let the piano play. And it's the same piano. Then you can go to effects and you can change all these different effects in here. But I guess down here, you can turn your resonators on and you can just change the way that the piano sounds. And so then you can, there's 4 different levels of that you can affect. And so then you can come over here to your effects and then you can just, put on some distortion. You can do a bunch of stuff. You can turn on like flanger, phaser, all this stuff. And you can just change the way the piano sounds completely. So I mean, that's just that's pretty dope. You can go from having a regular piano to something that sounds different than anything else that's out right now. So in my opinion, I would definitely check this out. I downloaded a whole bunch of pianos, so I'm probably going to do a review in the future on some different kinds of pianos, not just grand pianos, but just different kinds of pianos for different kinds of sounds. All right, guys, if you stay with me to the end of the video, I appreciate you. You guys already know what to do, though. Make sure that you drop a whole elbow on that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so every time we drop a new video, you can be the first to know. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace. All right, guys and gals, thanks for watching the video. Make sure you hit the subscribe and like button. Make sure you hit that notification bell so every time a new video comes out, you can be the first to know. Let me know what tutorials you want to see next in the comments, and see you next time.
Some, hit the key.